So this is a quick video update on where we stand with the Bucktown property Rehab. It's a mixed-use property in the Damen Armitage area. This is a property that's been in our family since the early 80s. If you ever remember where the old Bucktown branch was of the Chicago Library, this was the space that was in. So prior to that, this property was a full-blown bank, and I'll show off some of those remaining features on the quick walkthrough. Yeah, so we're about 10 months in on this rehab project here. This was a gut rehab. Everything was pretty much stripped to the walls after the Chicago Library had moved out. They built their new branch over in Milwaukee. It's like the Milwaukee and Levitt area, I'm pretty certain. But yeah, everything was stripped down, and we've pretty much had to rebuild this pup from scratch. All new mechanicals, electric, HVAC, all new plumbing, new water line service gets put in this next week. So definitely a lot of work has gone in this space. So about 10 months worth of effort by the great team that we've got working on this. And one of the things that's been taking up a lot of my time, my spare time as well, helping out with what's going on over here. So this is the first floor commercial space over here. I'm kind of in the middle of the space right now, looking towards the front of the space. That's the Damen Avenue, Damen and Dickens area there that the front door looks out on. We used to have an old front door that was a double old swing door. Actually, the old frame is right here, as you can see. But again, it did not meet code. We had to remove that and put a proper commercial style glazed aluminum door in. So beautiful new windows as well that came with that. Huge new windows. Well, this one was an existing window size, but these over here, we actually got approval from historical department from City of Chicago to go ahead and have these windows enlarged. They used to only be that size up there. If you see that upper pane, that's all you had in terms of sunlight over here. Now we've got huge commercial style windows, dropping a lot of sunlight in. I know we got the blockings on the windows up right now to hide some of the construction that's going on. But again, once that gets opened up for the new tenant that's moving in soon, it's going to be very, very, very nice. So tons of sunlight, whereas before this was almost like a dungeon. But again, it used to be a bank prior to the library. So, safety, security, and keeping everything kind of concealed in here was of higher concern. Actually going towards the back here, interesting item from the old bank is this old bank vault. Actually, we could not take it out, so the old bank vault is here. It's been encased and enclosed with drywall so we can make it look nice. And it's either a storage room or a special purpose room for whatever's going to happen in there. But as you can actually see, the old bank door is right there. It actually sits in here. It was too big to move out yet. So we'll be moving that out once we get closer to the end of the project. But yeah, that's one of the two bank safes that are still in the building here. The other one's in the basement, so it's right below it. So again, you can only imagine what used to sit in there back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. So moving back, as you can see, we got new suspended ceiling. The actual ceilings over here, we've got actually two different heights. This one over here is about a 12-foot ceiling, but over here we had about a 14, 15-foot ceiling over here. So very high ceilings allowed us to conceal a lot of the new mechanical ductwork, plumbing, lines that had to go in, so all new electrical up there. So again, very convenient to have those tall ceilings in the space. And again, all the new suspended ceiling tiles going in. So again, just a vanilla box this, get it ready for commercial usage. Nothing too special there. Over here, two washrooms. Actually, this one washroom, and this is the library. This used to be concealed. I never knew it even existed because there were bookcases over here that used to conceal this washroom. As I move around here, well, we got drywall in front of it, so it's kind of hard to see. But yeah, this used to be a hidden washroom, and when we took the wall off over here, we found all the old plumbing and everything, and old tile work that was in there in this washroom. But of course, everything's been removed now, and it's going to be made into a nice spacious commercial washroom. So just another washroom here, nothing too much to see. All new electric service in the back. So again, we reclaimed a lot of the space that was not really the best used. When the Chicago Library was here, there used to be a wall separating this to like right over here, as you can see with my foot. This used to be a wall. So left side over here was kind of like employee break room and kitchen for the library staff. And over here was like a little office from what I remember. Computers and stuff like that. So again, very small library, not really the most effective space for a library. But again, they moved out, they built a whole new branch, and this was not used since that time. So moving back towards the front, I don't think there's anything else to mention over here. The drywall work came out very nice, beautiful. You would not even be able to tell what used to be there before was all brick. It was kind of nasty before, but again, everything's been enclosed and redone and totally different. This little jut out that we have over here, this is actually where the new elevator is going. So again, the building never had an elevator prior, but we decided to have one put in. Not only because rental rate definitely will be shooting on up with the elevator because of the height of the apartments and how many steps you have to go through, but also due to the fact that there will never be a gut rehab that probably digs this deep into the building and takes off all the walls ever again. So it was kind of a do it now or do it never kind of a thing. And, we decided based on what the budget allowed that we were able to do it. So yeah, we got a big shaft that's waiting for elevator to go in. Nothing really there now, just walls, studs, and insulation. But in about a month and a half time, that will be a fully functioning elevator for the apartments. Kind of take us maybe up to the first apartment just to show off some of the features up there. This is residential entrance into the lobby. It's kind of like a mail area over here. Be a mail room. You walk in and then it'll be your door to get into the elevator right over here. We used to have a really tough staircase over here that actually used to be on this side of the building going on up to the first apartment and all the way up, spiraled up. But again, it was a tough elevator. I almost killed myself once going up this staircase, going up this staircase, taking some stuff out. And the problem was that it was a spiral staircase. So instead of having this nice landing as we have here where it's flat and you can transition into your way upwards on the other turn, this used to be one that had no landing and you just kept going in a spiral direction all the way up. So again, very dangerous. I was, cute and artistic for back in the time, but in terms of safety and being able easy to walk on, this staircase definitely beats what used to be here. So getting into now second floor, which is the first apartment, kind of going through the front doorway here. This here is the new kitchen. Open concept kitchen and living room area here for the first apartment. Both apartments follow the same design, so there's no difference on the one upstairs. Above this, I'm now standing in the living room looking at the kitchen. We've got a nice countertop that's going to go along the whole sidewall over here for stove. Outside exhaust for stove is going to be here. A lot of window, again, very large windows are over here. The windows here go too low. They're actually larger than I think new code allows, but since we're under historical consideration, they told us we had to replace exactly with the same size that it used to be. So again, we put nice new Pella windows in, but they are a bit low, so the countertop is going to unfortunately have to go at normal countertop height, so there'll be a little bit of the window. It's a little awkward to get to, but again, small nuance that we've got to deal with. Corner sink that we'll have over here. Probably putting in nice quartz countertops, nice white sparkling countertops over here. Kitchen fridge will be going right over here, and you'll have a nice island. If I step back, kind of over here, if you can envision an island, about a 5 or 6 foot island that'll be right in the middle with some nice hanging pendant lights right above it and recessed lighting as well all over the ceiling here. So again, very nice design concepts that will brighten this up. Not only do you have a lot of natural sunlight that comes in here from all these large windows that we have, but at nighttime you'll have beautiful ceiling lights to illuminate the whole space. All new low voltage as well, all new coax, Cat 6 that we ran. As a tech guy, of course, I had to make sure that happened as part of the project. So every single room got all proper new low voltage, so we're ready for the future. And we also ran coax, Cat 6, and fiber pulls back to the basement pop area for any kind of internet service or cable service that anyone will be getting. So again, all the tech stuff we definitely thought of for these places. Not going to get too close here. This is the shaft for the elevator, as you can see. That's a deep drop. That's about a 50-foot drop right there. And pop this up over here, up to the ceiling that's kind of in the attic space. It's been cut out already up there. So again, elevator will be going. Elevator services the second floor and third floor and drops off then at the first floor for the residential tenants. There's no basement access for the elevator, as digging out the basement floor to get it one level lower would have been astronomically more expensive, and it really didn't make much sense to do that. So we skipped it. So again, it's kind of the door entrance way getting you back down out of the elevator, back down the staircase. Kind of turning around over here, got a little pantry, walk-in pantry. Got a little area here that used to give us some problems. This goes outside. This used to be where the two buildings were connected years ago. I think when it was a bank, or prior to being a bank even. The two buildings used to be together. They cut the connection of the buildings, and it's for some time there were windows here. Those have been boarded up for many years, from what I can remember. So there was really no windows over here. But at some point, the two buildings next door, this one and the one next to us, we used to have a walkway, from what I've researched and found. So again, we were left over with a kind of an awkward area. There used to be a plan to put air conditioners over here, but we really had a lot of issues with the pigeons. So we actually commissioned Beast Wire out of Wisconsin, and they built a custom steel mesh wall. All the steel is, I believe, powder coated as well, so no rust issues, no issues with any kind of deterioration of the metal. So again, just very utilitarian feature, but we have no more issues with pigeons coming over here and roosting. We had a lot of violation issues with that, so we had that resolved. So now all the pigeon issues reside with our neighbors, so don't really care about that. Let them deal with the pigeons. Close this up over here. Get that wedge popped in there till we get proper locksmith put in. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be a walk-in pantry, so that will not be accessible for normal usage. This over here, we use this space that's kind of right outside that alcove to build in laundry. So there's going to be stacked laundry over here, probably speed clean unit standing right there, and furnace is going to be over here for the tenants. It's right over here, and we've actually got everything ready to go for gas tankless water heater. So again, space is definitely a concern in Bucktown, and we really didn't want to waste a lot of room on putting a huge 30 or 40 gallon water tank inside over here. So we decided just to go with a wall mounted tankless that's going to go right about here. So I've had electric tankless in my condo, had great luck with it, saves decent amount of money. So we're hoping we can replicate that with this build out here. This over here, this is the guest bedroom. So pretty spacious, nice space, putting a decent sized bed, little desk for yourself, little walk-in closet there, along there, nothing too fancy. This will be the women's closet over here for everything that they need to store, right outside the hall here. We've got guest washroom right over here. Guest washroom, we decided to do a regular tub with a shower head. And for the master, we did a full walk-in shower. This is kind of the master bedroom over here. So again, lots of natural light. Those, as I said, those big windows that are oversized, extend into the bedroom over here. You got 2 of them, and you got 2 closets, kind of one linen closet, a little smaller one over here for the bathroom, and right-hand side is probably men's closet for all their stuff. And then you walk in, you've got a connected master bath. So again, walk-in shower, very neat. Looks out over here right onto the deck, the flat roof deck, which I'll go out and show off briefly. So again, recessed light in the shower. You know, nice tall ceiling over here. It's about a 8 foot ceiling, if I'm not mistaken, for the shower. So beautiful tiles that I picked up, and luxury vinyl floor planks that we'll be using in here for the main flooring. And again, nice shower seat. So again, it'll be very comfortable and natural matching shower that I think is really in line with what we're seeing in Bucktown at this time. So toilet, and then we'll have a small little vanity unit that goes over here. It's behind all the scaffolding that's standing here. But again, as you can see, all new mechanicals, all new PVC, a lot of the old cast iron that could be ripped out that was way too aged and wasn't reusable. We took out and changed all that out. So a lot of work. It's what takes a lot of time, but again, investing in the mechanicals of this property has been a key aspect of the project for really preserving the long-term value of the building. Here's one of the 2 or 3 new steel beams that we had to have put in that goes across the span of the entire floor. We've got one also in the basement that holds up a lot of the weight. We had some issues with weight control problems here in the building, and engineering revealed that we had no choice but to put some steel reinforcement in. So that was definitely something that took up time and cost, time and definitely a decent amount of funds, but necessary evil, if you want to call it that. Again, an electric panel will be going in, and we've got low voltage for each independent apartment going to their own box. So internet can be pulled in right from whatever, AT&T fiber or Comcast coax or RCN coax from the basement, and you've got each apartment fed properly, and we don't need any surface line runs going anywhere. So again, we're really thought about all those little aspects. Little storage area here by the staircase. There's a new staircase that goes up, again with proper landings. That was rebuilt after we had the new reinforcement wall put in over here. This goes outside now onto the new deck. Shouldn't have any issue going out here. And so we're outside here. This is the flat roof, and we had a brand new deck go in with weather treated green board. As you can see, very large deck space. A little bit of room will be used up for the tenant AC condenser units that'll go in the corner there, but again, not too much. But a ton of usable space. This used to be a flat roof that you could not use or do much with, as there was no deck up here. It was just what do you call it? The rolled, the bitumen rubber roof. So again, not really usable, but now beautiful space to congregate for the tenants and drink a little beer and enjoy the views over here right off the rooftop. So don't mind the dumpster. But again, very nice space. Brand new commercial AC unit that went in, just craned up here. Very heavy unit, but we're ready to go for cooling off and heating the first floor space. So that's brand new. And new doorway over here to the back staircase that goes down near the alley. So again, this is our second exit out for the residential units. And that's pretty much about it. I mean, roof's been redone, fully re-rolled, tuck pointing redone. As you can see, all the mortar that was missing we had replaced. The limestone toppers were all fixed up. So just a lot of work, a lot of stuff that you don't realize goes into a project like this until you get into it. And we actually did wire up a Cat 6 spot for camera up here, so we can watch the flat roof the flat the deck over here. Actually got a few cameras that went up already. We're using all Cisco Meraki cameras. Some of my favorite cameras out on the market. And let's see, can we see? Yeah, there's one hanging over there. So security is definitely going to be a lot better than it used to be. You know, some graffiti issues over the years that we've had. Looking out onto Damen over there. But again, all cameras surrounding the whole property, so everyone can feel nice and safe over here. So yeah, that's really about it. This is the rehab project 10 months in, and this is what's been taking up a heck of a lot of time for me and the GC's crew. So hope you enjoyed the little walkthrough here of the Bucktown rehab 10 months in, and we should be complete, shooting for probably about everything being done by late August at this point. So we're a few months away, and hopefully I'll do another video showing off how everything turned out once we're all done with that. So thanks a ton. Hope you enjoyed it.